Now that your computer is on and everything is plugged in, you should see a yellow icon in the bottom left corner of the screen. Alternatively, you can use the orange icon with the 6 squares in it. It kind of looks like a waffle. That will also bring you up to the application launcher. From there, you can choose display switch, sound preferences, and webcam information. We will start with the webcam. Select webcam information and then click on Test. You should see a picture of your webcam display. Adjust as necessary, and when you're done, choose Close. Then we'll move on to display. I like to set my left monitor as my main monitor. So from Application Launcher, you'll go to Display Switch, choose the third option where you see 1 on the left and 2 on the right. The 1 should look smaller. If you would like to set your left monitor as your primary monitor, you can identify your displays by clicking Identify Displays. You should see a number in the top left corner of your screen. If your monitors do not match, you must physically move the monitors. If you ever lose one monitor, make sure that you do not have the selection of 1 or 2 in the front and the other immediately behind. That will make it so that you only see one monitor. Next, we'll move on to sound preferences. Make sure the headset listed in the settings matches the model you have received. Again, to get here, we will choose Application Launcher and then choose Sound Preferences. For both output device and input device, you will want to have Jabra Biz 2400 Duo or 2 selected. You can tell that by the little dot highlight. You can test your sound by clicking on the microphone icon. You can also adjust the volume of your sound on your headset. The Applications tab does nothing. We will not use it. Now that you have set up your sound, your display, and your webcam, you should see 4 icons on your desktop. We'll see Citrix Gateway at the top. This is what you use to log into your work environment, and we'll get to that in a moment. And below that is Ping and MFA. For these steps, you will need several emails sent to you previously. You will need to find the temporary password you were sent, along with your clock number or employee number, and your username. We'll start with Ping first, and set a password if you have not yet. You'll log in with your clock number or clock ID at nelnet.net for your username. Your clock ID is 5 or 6 numbers, and you should have received that in an email. Your new password must be 16 characters long, with at least 1 uppercase letter, at least 1 lowercase letter, at least 1 number, and at least 1 special character, like the $sign. Really anything in the top number row on your keyboard will work. You have to set up at least 1 verification method for Ping, so once you have set up your password, log back in and set up your verification method. I use the app on my phone, but I have also set up several other methods. I recommend setting up at least 2 verification methods. You can use text, a personal email, or the PingID app on your phone. Again, here I sign in with my clock number at nelnet.net and my password. If you are having trouble signing in, or if you need to change your password, those options are below the sign-on option. If you choose trouble signing on, you may be unlocked if your account is locked, or you may be prompted to change your password. If you truly do not know what your password is, simply choose Change Password. If you would like to add a method, choose Settings. It will load for several moments. You'll see here that I have 4 listed. Click on Add, It will require you to authenticate if you already have a method set up, as I do. Select the method that you want to use to verify your sign-in or to verify the change. For this, I set up a text message. This will always come from the same number and be a 6-digit code. Please do not block that number. If you are adding a new device, you get this pop-up, and you can choose any of the options on the bottom: SMS for text, voice for call, or email is what I suggest. If you choose email, set up your personal email. That way, if you get locked out, you don't have to worry about trying to be in your work computer to receive your verification code. The QR code is used for the app. For this example, we're going to set up voice or a phone call. It should automatically select United States, and we'll add in your phone number, whatever that phone number happens to be. Part of the verification is that they will call you and give you a code. You must enter the code they tell you over the phone, and then choose Verify. Next, we'll set up Microsoft Multi-Factor Authenticator, or MFA. I like to use the Microsoft Authenticator app on my phone. Its icon is blue with a white padlock, but you can also set up a text or a phone call. Click the green Flux button, and then enter your clock number at nelnet.net. You'll then be prompted to enter it one more time, this time with your password. You'll click Next through the instructions if you are going to set up the app. Keep in mind, you will not ever need to sign into the app. If you would like to set up a different method, choose the option I want to set up a different method in the bottom left-hand corner. If you already have the app in use, you'll simply click on Add an Account. Otherwise, you will choose Work or School, and then choose Scan QR Code. In this example, we're setting up the app. So with my phone, I scan the QR code that is visible here, and then click Next. I get an Approve notification on my phone. Once it is approved, I click Next. And then, once it's successful, we'll click Done. You should see the Hi, We're Nelnet welcome page once you've successfully completed your MFA setup. If you cannot get this set up for whatever reason, let your trainer or the IT person assisting in your welcome room know, or you can call or email the help desk. You will have to provide a working phone number for them to set you up. You can call the help desk at 877-523-2273 or email them at helpdesk@nelnet.net. Finally, we'll do a speed test. That's the last icon on the left-hand side. Double-click that, and it will take you to speedtest.net. Click on the Go button in the center of the screen, and it will begin to tell you what your speeds are. We want the lowest number possible for ping, and the highest numbers possible for download and upload. In order to work, you must have a minimum download speed of 25 megabits per second and a minimum upload speed of 10 megabits per second. If you do not meet that criteria, please contact your internet service provider. Here, the numbers you see are quite large because I am doing this speed test in office. You may not see these numbers in your home. So finally, we'll log into the Citrix Gateway. Here, you will enter your LAN username. This is usually the first initial of your first name and your last name. It may have been shortened in some way. or you may have a middle initial, so please make sure to have your email handy. We will use the same password that we have been using throughout the day. We will leave the leave blank space empty and make sure to check the box for I accept the terms and conditions, and then click Log On. If you get an immediate incorrect username or password, try to log in again. Usually that means that you have mistyped your password, and it's just time to make sure that the number lock is on if you're using the keypad on the right-hand side of your keyboard, and that you have turned your caps lock off. If you get an incorrect username or password message after several minutes, it's likely that your verification has timed out. Make sure that you click on the Approve button, or you have received a text with a code within 2 minutes. The timeout is approximately 2 minutes long. The next screen you will see is Welcome to Citrix Receiver. You should only have to click on Detect Receiver once, but you can click on it as many times as needed. Once you have successfully logged in the purple bar, go to the option that says Desktops. You should see Nelnet FSA Desktop. Select that option. You can either double-click or click on the down arrow and then click on Open. This will launch your desktop, your actual workspace. It will take several minutes for everything to load, and you may see a black screen. That is normal. There are a few programs we will want to run, but we will wait until Microsoft Teams loads in on its own. This can take several minutes. Once Teams has loaded in, we'll open Outlook to make sure that you can get logged in, and we will open Jabber. We'll begin with Outlook. It will say Loading Profile, and it may show your username. In Jabber, to sign in, click on the Sign In option. If you have never signed into Jabber before, you'll be presented with a blank space. The top line is for your username. This is the same LAN username you used to log into Citrix Gateway. You will also be using the same password. It will eventually look like it has stopped typing. That's normal. You can click Enter or click Sign On, and you should be directed to Jabber. You can skip the notification on the left side. At the top, you'll see a view window. I like to close that docked window. So you click on the gear icon, go down to View, and uncheck Docked Window. Next, we'll choose Settings. We'll click on Audio, and we want to make sure that all of our options are selected Citrix HDX Audio. Click Apply. You can click on the little play button, and you should hear a chime. We'll also check our video. This should give you the same image as you saw on your webcam test. You should only have one option here. Finally, we'll go back to the menu, go to Help, and Show Connection Status. This will bring up another window where you can see your line number. That line number is your extension for Finesse. You should also see a green check mark next to soft phone status. If you do not see a green check mark, please sign out and reset Jabber. You can make calls from Jabber or chat from Jabber. Simply enter the name of the person that you would like to speak with. And then you can choose Chat or Call. At the bottom of the screen, you should see the chat text field, and you can enter whatever message you want to send to the person in Jabber. To sign out, go to the Windows icon, choose your name, and choose Sign Out. That will bring you back to the desktop selection screen, and you can close that window. At the end of the day, go to the yellow icon and restart your computer. You need to restart your system every single day. Please do not leave your computer turned off, though. Thank you. Welcome to Nelnet. Have a great day.